Before Air Canada dominated the skies, Canada had several airlines competing, not just for routes, but for comfort, service, and reputation. Some of these airlines were massive, but despite their fleets and loyal passengers, many airlines didn't survive. They were bought out, went bankrupt, or just faded from history. So let's take a look at some of these airlines, saving the largest one for last. Let's start with Ward Air. The company was founded in 1953 and mainly started as a small charter airline, flying mostly within Canada. At first they focused on sports teams and cargo, but eventually started carrying passengers as well. Over the years, Ward Air became known for luxury and comfort, offering full meals, spacious seating, and service that even many major airlines couldn't match at the time. By the 1970s and 80s, they were flying international routes with planes like the DC-10 and later even the Boeing 747, building a reputation as one of Canada's premier airlines. But focusing on quantity over quality soon came at a cost, as competition grew, especially from airlines like Canadian Airlines International. Staying profitable became harder. Eventually, Ward Air was sold to Canadian Airlines and the Ward Air name disappeared from the skies, leaving behind a legacy of one of the most luxurious airlines in Canadian history. After Ward Air, the next major airline to talk about is Canadian Airlines International. Formed in 1987 through a merger of several smaller Canadian carriers, it quickly became Canada's second largest airline, right behind Air Canada. At its peak, it flew across the country, to the United States and all over the world, Europe, Asia, and the Pacific. Its fleet included wide-body jets like the DC-10 and Boeing 767 for long-haul routes, as well as smaller aircraft for domestic flights. For a time, it was a serious competitor to Air Canada, offering Canadians more options and even some premium service on international routes. But constant competition, rising costs, and financial struggles made it hard to stay profitable. In 2000, Canadian Airlines was fully acquired by Air Canada and the brand disappeared. Even though it's gone, its legacy remains a reminder of a time when Canada had more than one major airline. After Canadian Airlines, the next airline to talk about is Canada 3000. Founded in 1988, it started as a charter airline, mainly flying vacationers to sunny destinations. It quickly grew to become Canada's largest charter airline, carrying millions of passengers each year. They flew not just across Canada, but also to the United States, the Caribbean, and Europe. With a fleet of Boeing 757s and 767s, they could handle both short domestic flights and longer international routes. But growth came with risks. Canada 3000 expanded into scheduled flights, but rising fuel costs, stiff competition, and the impact of 9/11 in 2001 put enormous financial pressure on the airline. In December 2001, Canada 3000 suddenly shut down, leaving tens of thousands of passengers stranded at its peak. It was one of the largest airlines in the country, and its sudden collapse remains one of the most dramatic moments in Canadian aviation history.